Hello guys, welcome back once again in the new video of React Native, and in this video I would like to show you that how we use the flat list. So in my previous video we have showed that how we use the tab bars. So if you did not watch my previous video how we use the tab bar and how we implement the icons in the React Native apps, so I have given the link in the description box, so you can also watch my previous videos. In this video we will show a flat list in the home screen. So we go inside the home screen. So this is our home screen we are using here. The flat list should be included in the React Native because flat list should be included here. So because React Native library also provide the flat list option. If you have already worked on the iOS, so you better know about the table view, how we use the table view. And if you have worked on the React JS, so you also know that how we display the list with the function. So in the same way we use the flat list in the React Native for displaying the list of items. So list of item can be different types we use in our application. So here we use the flat list. Suppose I am using here, I'm commenting this line, and here we are using flat list. So the first props and very important props of the flat list is data. Data props we use for adding the data in the flat list. So if we are using JavaScript, so you need not require to declare the type, but here we are using the TypeScript, so we need to declare the type of the items we are using. So we are using here the flat list, and in the flat list we will use the render item. So here we type render items. So in the data we need to declare a array of items. So array is here any type. So here we can take any type of array, but suppose I am taking here a array list. So I am declaring a const type array list. So I am taking here a course is the name of the array, and here we just declare the object of array. So suppose first I am taking the id, and id is, suppose I am taking string type id 111, and here I am taking the name, and the name of the course is React Native, and here we are taking duration of the course. So suppose we are taking a 1 year course. So in the same way we can take the another object, multiple object we can take here, and id we are taking here 22, and the name of the course is, we can change here Swift course, or you can say Swift series. So here we can change the duration 6-month course, and the third course here we can take, so we can take it also a 1 year course, and again another course we can take here native iOS, so it can also be a 1 year course. Another course here can be, so it can be a 2 years course. So like this we can add here multiple courses. Suppose this is the arrays, and I am adding here another course is the 666, and the name of the course is object oriented programming, and we can say this is the 6-month course. So now this is our array, and we can pass this array here directly like this. We can take the render item like this. Here we need to declare the item. So render item actually show the each item of the list. So we render it means we display the each item. So it's props of the render item. We are taking here item. So we need to declare it in the curly braces like this. And here we need to remove this bracket and we add here. And here we can display the item. So item will be displayed in the curly braces like this, and here get the duration, ID and name. Suppose I am displaying here name of the item. Yeah, so just we are taking this now, and first of all we display it. So we just save it and check in the emulator. So all the items is displaying here. So we can add the style and can add the font size. Yeah, so now all the items is showing here like this. We can also add here the text align and text line in center. So all the items will be show here like this. We can give the margin. Yeah, so list now will be show like this. We are taking the text line to left, so the item will be show in the left side. So we are taking here render item. So suppose I want to show here multiple items, so we can take this like here. We can take a view and we can also display the items in the single line. So we need to add here, but it will not work here. Actually we need a view and we add all the text in the view. This is the view and we are taking here two text field inside the view, and here we can add the style of the view. And here we can add the flex direction is in the different. So we can show here course duration of the course, and now save it. So now the items will be show here like this. Actually we are adding the spacing here, so we just add the margin at the view and we'll remove the margin from here. Yeah, so now the items will be show here like this. So we can take the render item here, or we can declare the render items outside. So like this we can use here, or we can declare it here. We can take here render. We just copy this. I am just copy this from here and we are using here like this, and we can just copy all the code from here, and here we need to add return. So inside return we can use it. But now we need to add the comment here, and now I am using here render item, and we can use this here directly. So we need to add here, we are using the function component, so we need to add here const, but the item is not getting here. So we are using the type script, so we need to declare the type of the item. So suppose I am using here items prop, Yeah, so we can declare the item as an object type and we can use the item like this. Yeah, but we are facing in error here because type we have declaring here object. We need to declare the item we are using in the object name as a string and duration we are using here also a string type. So we need to declare the object each item type here. So we need to declare the type of items each item. Now save it and check the results. So now the list is working in the same we are using previously. So the another props of the React Native we use the horizontal. So if we want to show the list as a horizontally, so we just use a horizontal true. So it's a property of the flat list. So it is the props of the flat list. We just save it and check in the list. So now the list will be show as a horizontally. So it will show like this. So now I am taking it false. So the list again will be show like this. So if you want to show the list in the reverse order, so we have the props inverted and we just use it true. So now the list will be show here like this from bottom to top. So again I am taking it false. So the list will be show here like this. We are using the justify content center. So we can take it flex start. Again I am taking it true. So now the list will be start from the bottom to top. So another property we mostly use in the flat list is the key extractor. So this is also a very important props of the flat list. Suppose I am using here key extractor. So what is the key extractor? Actually key extractor identify each item of the flat list and it uniquely identify and check for the uniqueness. Suppose I am using here item of the flat list and here I am using item dot. So suppose id is the unique we are using. So in the key extractor mostly we use the id or the index for identifying the each item uniqueness. We just save it and we can use without it or we can use it. But the benefit of it, suppose I am now using the id of the each item is different. Suppose I am using here duplicate id. Suppose I am using here 2 2 and we are using here 2 2 already. So I am taking here 2 2 again. Now save it. Yeah, so now you can see here in error message will be show that the two item using the same key 2 2. So this error will occur only when we use the duplicate id. So mostly we use in flat list key extractor. So now I am using here 666. So then the error will be removed from here. So another property we mostly use of the flat list is the item separator. Item separator component. So we can declare it here like this or we can declare outside here. Suppose I am using here another method flat list item. So now I am using here like this and here we can return the item separator. So in the item separator we can use, suppose I'm just copy here and just paste here, and the item separator we need to clear here the height of the item separator. Suppose I'm taking 2 and width we need to 100% width we will take, and background color we can take here any background color. Suppose I'm using here gray color. We just taking here view as a item separator and giving the background color gray. So we can directly use here like this. Now I save it, and you can check that the lining is showing here in the flat list. So we can also increase the size of the separator. We can take here the height 1. So now it will show like this. And the another very important props of flat list is the list empty component. So what is the use of the list empty component? So list empty component we mostly use when our data is blank. So suppose I am declaring here another function and name it. We can take render. We can take here any name. So I am taking here render empty container. So it is just name of the function, and I am using here directly like this. And inside the render empty container, we are taking here a view. So we are taking here flex1, and I am taking here justify content center, and inside the view I am taking here a text, and here we can type any message. Suppose I am taking here data not found. So you can take here any message as you want. In here we can add the style. So in the style I am taking here text align center, font size is 20, and we can also give the space from the top side. I am taking here margin top is equal to 100. Now I am taking here render. So we are already calling this method. So now save it. So this function will not work. So this function will work only when we have no data in the array. Suppose I am commenting this code from here, and supposing our data is now blank, and now save it. So now the screen will be show like this, because we are using here background color gray. So I am removing this color from here. Now save it. Remove the background color from the item separator. We need to remove from here. Now save it. So now the message will be show here like this. We can also increase the size of the font, so the message will be show here like this. So this message will be show only when the items of the array will be blank. So I am again uncommenting this code. Now save it. So this message will be remove automatic. So like this we can use the flat list in our application. So now we run the application in the iOS. So I am just removing this terminal and running the same application in the iOS.
A few moments later.
So now we click on the submit, and you can check that same list is showing in the iOS. So like this we can use the flat list in React Native. So we have some other features of the flat list, so we will cover in our next videos. So I hope this video is very helpful for understanding the flat list. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching.